Before we begin reading, we are going to read through the questions that we need to answer on the right side in the margin. Number 1. What are savannas? And type your answer in the blue text box. Number 2. How is Nubia's land different from Egypt? You're going to type your answer in the text box. Number 3. Drag the red box over the items that Egypt received trade from Kerma. And number 4, why did Kerma become an important center for trade? So now we're going to start the reading. The Nubians. Egypt was not the only civilization along the Nile River. The Nubians lived along the Nile River south of Egypt. Nubia later became known as Kush. Today, this area is the country of Sudan. The first Nubians were cattle herders. Their cattle grazed on savannas, or grassy plains. These savannas still stretch across Africa south of the Sahara. Nubia got plenty of rainfall throughout the year. As a result, farmers did not need water from the Nile River. They settled in villages and grew crops such as beans, yams, and rice. The Nubians also hunted for food. They were very skilled at using bows and arrows. Looking at the table comparing Nubia and Egypt. Nubia. The land of Nubia had savannas. The water source for Nubia was rainfall. The crops for Nubia, beans, yams, rice, and grains. The land for Egypt, desert lands, river valley. The water source for Egypt, the Nile River. And the crops for Egypt, wheat, rice, and other grains. Over time, stronger Nubian villages conquered weaker ones. In this way, the kingdom of Kerma was formed. Farming and gold mining made Kerma wealthy. The location of the kingdom in the Nile Valley helped Kerma become an important trade center. It connected Egypt with the tropical areas of southern Africa. The Egyptians traded with Kerma for cattle, gold, ivory, giraffes, leopards, and enslaved people. Egyptians also hired Nubians to fight in their armies because of their skills in battle. Kerma's craft makers made fine pottery, jewelry, and metal goods. As in Egypt, Kerma's kings were buried in tombs with their personal belongings. These belongings often included gold, jewelry, and pottery. In the 1400s BC, the armies of Egyptian pharaoh Thutmose III invaded Nubia. After a 50-year war, Kerma collapsed. The Egyptians ruled it for the next 700 years. During this time, the people of Nubia adopted many Egyptian beliefs and ways of doing things. For example, they worshipped Egyptian gods and goddesses along with their own. They worked with copper and bronze to make tools.